Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for something you've never seen before in today's video. We're going to go into great detail about a narrative that only 1,500 people on Earth got to see live, and the effects are just crazy. I'm talking about Ripple XRP and a change that could change the way the world does business. This is how to think about things. Not many people knew how big Amazon would become when it was simply a little firm selling rare books in the early 2000s. Now, think about a market worth $10 trillion that needs the necessary infrastructure to reach its full potential. That's where we are right now. And Ripple is quietly turning the switch. Ripple put on an event in Brussels just a few days ago that only a few people were able to see. I mean, 1,500 people in real life. Some of the most powerful financial leaders in the world were there. Christine Lagarde was the head of the ECB at the time. Brad Garlinghouse was from Ripple. And Martin Branco was a member of the European Innovation Council and a contributor to the World Economic Forum's agenda. Martin mentioned something during that meeting that should make everyone who still thinks this area is just hype think again. We are at the dawn of real change, and what's coming is beyond our imagination, I quote. Let that sink in. This is the point of no return that divides those who understand from others who will be left behind. And people, this isn't just a guess. It's people who literally transfer trillions of dollars every day that are making policy changes and building the infrastructure. So what makes this crazy? Christine Lagarde is more than simply a figurehead. There was a reason she quit the IMF to run the ECB. She knew from the start that digital assets and blockchain technology will change the way money works throughout the world. It wasn't just for show that she was at the meeting in Brussels with Ripple. It was planned. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, is a man who has been quietly constructing the plumbing for global money flow, or the Internet of Value, if you will. And then there's the tech. The XRP ledger now supports Euro and US dollar stablecoins in ways that are smooth, quick, and almost free. Think about how great it would be to be able to quickly and easily move large quantities of money between currencies without using old systems like SWIFT. That's utility, not excitement. That drives adoption. Think about it in terms of the past. Okay, the telegraph changed the way people talk to one another. Before the telegraph, news moved as fast as ships and horses. The telegraph made news travel instantly. XRP is changing the way people send and receive money, just like the telegraph changed the way people talk. It's the infrastructure, the neutral bridge, and the backbone for trillions of dollars in worldwide FX corridors. Martin said in private that the talks weren't only about people who are interested in Bitcoin or finance. They had actual decision makers from European institutions, central banks, and regulators. They were talking about things like settling tokenized securities and putting Euro stable coins on the blockchain. And this is the best part. XRP is right in the middle of everything. XRP is the clearing asset every time a stable coin is traded across borders. You can get liquidity whenever you want it. They hold it for the market. They include the price. They add depth. This is demand based on utility, not speculation. This is the hard truth. People in general don't know what's going on. They are still locked in the hype circles of 2017. But those 1,500 people thought that the future will be written down and made into laws. They watched as Ripple discreetly became the gateway for a multi-trillion-dollar foreign exchange market that followed all European rules, MiCA, and was ready to be used. This isn't a guess. This isn't a joke. This is genuine controlled infrastructure for institutions. XRP isn't just a currency, it's the motor. So, what does it mean by upside? Here's the simple answer if you own XRP. Every time a transaction goes through the ledger, it makes XRP more valuable. XRP is used in every euro-dollar trade, every stablecoin bridge, and every tokenized security. Value comes from usefulness. Adoption is driven by usefulness, and officials are now telling them to move it on-chain. This is the thing that 99% of crypto investors are missing. Keep Martin's remarks in mind. We are at the start of a big change. You can't even imagine the things that are coming. People, this is a historic moment. You're not simply getting a coin. You are holding part of a revolution, okay? We've been talking to our friends and family about XRP for a long time. And just like people did back when Bitcoin first came out, a lot of people didn't believe it. That's okay. The hard way is how certain lessons are learned. But if you've stayed and saved, even a little, you're ahead of the game. Concentrate on figuring out how useful your assets are. Keep up with what's going on in the market and protect what you already have. The time of bulk accumulation is over. Now it's time to think smart, use your resources wisely, and make choices based on facts instead of hype. Imagine being at the start of the railroad age. Some people observed iron tracks. Some people thought there was a revolution in transportation. People who knew what would happen in the long run got rich. People who didn't got left behind. XRP is that railroad, and money from all around the world is about to pour along it. Let's give some names to this. Christine Lagarde, the president of the ECB, put herself in a position to affect how Europe uses digital finance. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, discreetly put together the infrastructure. Martin, a contributor to the WF Agenda, said that regulators are actively encouraging on-chain movement. Also, don't forget Jess Chang, who used to work for the IMF and is now in a good position. These people are all the ones who will make the next financial revolution happen. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing something amazing in closed doors. People are making choices that will affect how trillions of dollars flow in the future. XRP is not a risk. It's the bridge asset that will power the next generation of financial systems. So, you've been here for a long time and believed in XRP. Good job, you were early. And if you're new, pay attention, take notes, and know how to use what you have. This is the start of regulated institutional on-demand FX. XRP is at the center of it all. Take a picture of this moment, share it, and save it. In the future, you'll be able to say, I saw it before anyone else did. Keep studying, keep collecting, and keep an eye on the ledger till next time.